Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, May 24th, and this is your Silver Screen Report.
Last Friday, seniors experienced their final school activity. Forbes Elam has a story.
The annual Senior Field Day is a day seniors look forward to.
Senior Field Day is pretty much, it was to replace Senior Skip Day to keep students in class.
Senior Field Day is a day seniors actually get to skip school and come outside and just hang out with each other.
All kinds of activities are available at Senior Field Day.
Just do everything from just lounging around, tan and sunbathing, we got a few blow-up things out here. Student faculty football game was pretty big this year, pretty popular. Lots of other things, they were playing soccer, some frisbee, some lacrosse, all kind of stuff. Even saw some golf clubs out here.
I got to see a good band, some good food, got to have a lot of fun.
Senior Field Day is anticipated each year as the seniors wrap up their time in high school.
Something to look forward to at the end of the year, and something important to where a day you can have fun at school.
Field Day is important, especially for the seniors, for them just to create that community. I mean, it's a time for them just to come together and hang out right before they're about to graduate. I mean, graduation's less than 3 weeks away.
This has been Forbes Elam with your Silver Screen Report.
Lights, fashion-forward trends in action, all describe the All the Lights fashion show. Daniel Hudson walks the catwalk.
Fashion and Design Club debuted their hard work last Friday.
We kind of sit down and we brainstorm and we come up with ideas and things that we want done. The first thing is coming up with the idea of what we want to do, and of course with the school being so big and so busy is finding the right date. We have to come up with backdrops of props, which we do ourselves, and we have to come up with the apparel for the fashion show.
The show's theme, All of the Lights, was reflected in both the decorations and outfits.
We just wanted to find inexpensive yet hands-on ways to decorate that would be lighty. All of the lightest.
We went along with, each year is just something different, a brainchild or just somebody, and I think what they were thinking about when they said all the lights, because of lights come in different colors.
Members agree that performance was at its best this year.
I think this year was one of our best years for Fashion and Design Club. It was very organized, and as far as backstage, it was very smooth. There wasn't a lot of issues, and the choreography and all that was great.
Opinion of the fashion show, I have to say it's been the best one since I've been in it. I've been in it the past 3 years, and each year it got better. Last year I thought was the best, but this year I think it topped it from last year.
Many members this year were seniors, leaving a gap in club participation for future years.
And so I've got Cicely and Jamie and a whole hand of other girls that I'm entertaining. Maybe we'll try this another year or 2 or 3. But each year I get different groups of people, new coming in. But I have always enjoyed working with everybody that's come in.
This has been Daniel Hudson with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is resplendent, an adjective meaning shiny or glowing.
EOCs are coming up. Luke Amick takes the test.
Over the course of the last few weeks, students at Dutch Fork have been taking end-of-course exams.
I feel like my teacher's done a pretty decent job. He always kind of gives us notes every day. We have them down and we discuss them in class.
In preparation for the exams, teachers are not allowed to use former exams as a form of review, placing a handicap on students who are not familiar with the format of the test.
Well, what we usually did was we found tests that were similar to the format of the test that is given in South Carolina. So even though we wouldn't be able to get the exact same test from South Carolina, we were able to get ones that were designed about the same, say from North Carolina or Texas or different places like that.
I copy from the test years before. That way you could, at least have some idea of what you're going in for.
It wouldn't hurt to be able to get the real thing, because that way we would make sure that we're hitting, at least a similar format to the type of questions we have. However, if we follow the standards, technically our students should do well on that test. But there are some tests that are more difficult than others, so you never know.
Despite this setback, good teachers and solid coursework indicate strong scores on EOCs across the board.
With my English 1 exams, I maybe collectively over all the years I had that exam had 4 kids fail ever. And the rest were doing very well. And it was, you know, they would make B's or A's a lot of times, a few C's and D's here and there, but mostly A's and B's on it. So it was testing the standards, and it was a fair test.
This has been Luke Amick for your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's tech review, Jarrett Newman reviews Minecraft Pocket Edition.
Minecraft Pocket Edition is the 4th most paid game on smartphone devices. The game is currently still in development and strives to be an active port of its original version on PC and Mac. The current version of the game has basic animals and monsters, a survival system, which allows you to make your own adventure and craft your own things to defend yourself. The downsides of the game is its interaction system and how your fingers can limit your view when trying to break something. The built-in multiplayer system never seems to work and requires you to purchase a third-party multiplayer app. The crafting system is not what it is compared to the PC and Mac version and can be buggy when using it. Due to the jump button not being in a convenient place, it has an automatic jump, which can be a pain due to it not registering blocks. In all, the game isn't perfect and could use improvements, but compared to the price of the PC version, it is very well balanced and worth it if you are a big sandbox fan. This has been Jared Newman for your Tech Review.
Librarian textbooks were due this week. Willa Tuggle turns it in.
There are many consequences that are accompanied with book fees.
You are still held responsible for that book because it was checked out to you at the beginning of the year. So until it is found, you are still held responsible, and there will be a fine or a fee that is attached.
For seniors, if you still have a late fee, you will not be able to walk across the stage or get your diploma, which is really unfortunate. And for underclassmen, I believe that they just withhold your report card and won't allow you to go on to the next grade.
Parking pass, that was, I think, a couple weeks ago. That was, your debts had to be cleared before you could purchase a parking pass. So yeah, that's happened already.
Fees are necessary for books in order to maintain the school's property.
I think that it's a little harsh, but usually the fees are so inexpensive it doesn't really matter. It's just a way to make sure that the library has all of their money accounted for.
When you turn in books to the library, it stops your fines from accruing. But if you keep them out for a really long time, they will stop at $5.
Students are responsible for any fees related to books accumulated this year.
I think I owe like $3, and I recently received a letter saying that they will call home if I don't pay it.
Once you're done using your textbooks, you turn them in to the book room, and what you'll do is you'll wait in line to get your books checked back in. You want to verify that the books that you turn in are your books, so make sure that you stand and wait there until you are cleared by either myself or Ms. Reichert.
Students can turn in library and textbooks as soon as possible. This has been Willa Tuggle for your Silver Screen Report.
On this week's Kids in the Hall segment, we asked students where they've incurred the most debt.
Incurred the most debt by buying too much food.
I've gotten the most debt in the library. I don't have any debt.
Probably IDs, because I never remember to bring my ID, so I have a lot of money in ID debts.
Technological advances will be seen in the next year. Ross Jordan checks it out.
Next year, students and teachers will be affected by new technological advances in the classroom.
Just a few things that come to mind. One is I think that technology affords us the opportunity to individualize instruction in a way that we've never been able to do before.
I think it'll help us concentrate and get us more motivated to get our work done.
I think that the advances will make teaching a lot more efficient. As an English teacher, I'm really excited to see how paperless I can get my classroom in the future.
It also provides an opportunity for students to get their work out into the real world through, internet, email, other things.
In the upcoming years, specific changes will be made based upon what new technology will be used.
Students will be receiving their iPad minis, so they'll be learning to use those and the apps that go along with them.
Probably start using Keynote and Pages and programs of that sort.
We'll see, almost 2,000 iPad minis here in our school.
There's also a lot of teachers in the building who are starting to use cell phones in the classroom, Twitter in the classroom. So there will be some advances, and it really will just kind of vary depending on the subject and depending on the comfort level and experience of the teacher.
The school will have to adapt to the use of new technology.
I think school is all about change, always. And so I think we're going to adapt fine. Will there be growing pains? Sure. There always are.
I think some people it'll take a little bit of time just to figure it out and get used to it, but once teachers and students get used to having the technology in their hands, I think it's going to be really beneficial in the classroom and everybody's going to enjoy it.
Our teachers have had an entire year of training with the iPad, and so I think that for the most part, our faculty and the staff, I think they're becoming very comfortable with the iPad. So I don't think that it's going to be too far of a stretch for them next year when the students have the iPad minis.
I think teachers and students are ready to embrace that technology. I think we already do. It'll just be a little more widespread.
This has been Ross Jordan for your Silver Screen Report.
Students have the opportunity to receive yearbooks on Tuesday. LJ Finney turns the page.
Yearbook distribution marks a special time in the year that reflects all the work the staff had done.
There has been blood, sweat, and a lot of tears, actually. No, I'm just kidding. It's been really fun. We have worked hours. Gascon and Caitlin have been here up until 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, the yearbook was finished at 2 o'clock in the morning. It has been countless work. I mean, so many hours and a lot of diligence.
Someone had to take all those pictures, go to those games, or go to that event, or go to someone's house or their job and take those pictures and then write the captions, and then sit at the computer if it hadn't been stolen and work on it and play with the pages. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of work. People have no idea.
The staff does all work out until about February, and then it's mine and Gascon's with editing and re-editing. So it's multiple weekends I've given up and days because I enjoy it. But it does take a lot of hard work.
Teamwork is vital in order to produce the book.
Everybody has to work together on yearbook because everybody will need help at some point. So it's always best for you to try to help somebody else because at one point you will need it.
Teamwork this year has been excellent. I was editor last year too, so this year with having a variety of grades has actually really helped because now we have some people that are experienced and some that are not, so it's more people can help with the staff instead of coming to me for every single question.
Whether it's with getting a picture to finish your spread or writing a caption during your study hall for someone else or even just having to print something out for somebody, you have to give to get.
Students feel the book has captured the year.
I like them a lot. It's definitely very artsy and everything's captured, like with the senior year and everything.
It's not as big as it normally is from the years I've seen it, but I mean, it looked good and it was colorful and a lot of pictures.
This has been LJ Finney with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Fox Fridge, Ariana Mount makes chocolate graduation caps.
Today I'll be showing you how to make chocolate graduation hats.
You will need Hershey's milk chocolate bars, cookie icing, Reese's miniatures, and M&Ms. First, break the Hershey's in sections of 2. Next, unwrap the Reese's and apply a dot of icing to the bottom. Now press the Hershey's on top gently. Pick your color choice of M&Ms, apply icing, and press it to the top of the Hershey's. Use the icing to create a tassel to hang off of your cap. Repeat this process until you have your desired number of treats. Now set your timer for 10 minutes and place the treats in the refrigerator. Once time is up, remove the treats from the fridge and decorate them. Congrats, class of 2013, you made it!
This has been Ariana Mount for your Fox Fridge.
Seniors, senior exams start Wednesday for 5B and 6B classes.
Monday is a school holiday. Be safe and enjoy the day off.
There will be no delayed opening next Wednesday.
If you haven't paid your debts or turned in your textbooks, do so as soon as possible.
If you didn't pick up your yearbook Tuesday night, you may do so today during all lunches. So long, farewell, are we to say goodbye?
Adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next year. C13 class 13. Woo woo!
Ready, set, go. And do not get in my shot. What graduation caps? Why can't they be white graduation caps?
For this week's tech review, Jared Newman reviews Minecraft Pocket.
Ryan, get in line.
Get in line. And you and you.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.